We have 11 amazing restaurants featuring a wide variety for every price range and appetite. South Point's Garden Buffet has something for everyone at unbeatable prices. Or, if hunger strikes in the middle of the night, join us at Coronado Cafe. The American menu offers breakfast, lunch, or dinner 24 hours a day, plus a Chinese kitchen for authentic Chinese dishes from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. From steak and eggs to wonton soup, it's fast and friendly service 24/7. When you need a quick pick-me-up, you can find it at our state-of-the-art Starbucks just inside the main South Point entrance. Order ahead with the Starbucks app for easy mobile order pickups. Or enjoy your favorites in the relaxing dining area anytime, day or night. If you love Mexican food, Baja Miguel's has all of your south-of-the-border favorites. There are dozens of classics to choose from, like fajitas, ceviche, chimichangas, tacos, and more. And for spirit lovers, Baja's colorful non-smoking tequila bar is right outside.
Hi, I'm Kurt Angle. I represented the United States in the Olympics in 1996 and won a gold medal. Then I parlayed that into a pro wrestling career. I saw a commercial a few years ago.
Tunnel to Towers Foundation made a promise.
The Tunnel to Towers Foundation is paying off the mortgages for Gold Star families with young children. I thought, this is really cool. I want to be a part of it. My dad served in the Army for 30 years. We didn't have a lot of money, but he made sure we had what we needed. He set a great example for all of us. But he died in a construction accident my freshman year in high school. When he died, we didn't have any income coming in, and we ended up being forced to move out of our house. I was devastated. So I understand what these families are going through, and to have an organization like Tunnel to Towers come in and pick you up and carry you and give you a home to live in, I think that's just amazing. I'd like to ask you to donate $11 a month to support these efforts by going to t2t.org or calling 1-844-BRAVEST.
The best of quarter horse racing is always at Los Alamitos. The nation's top juveniles face off in trials for our richest race. The Los Alamitos 2 Million on Sunday, November 23rd. Golden State Million winner in force and Ed Burke Million winner Jess I'm Worth It are among the great stars in action. Then on Sunday, November 30th, super sophomores will race in the Southern California Derby Trials with shaking going on at astronomical 1, 2, 3 set to race. It's a November of thrills at Los Alamitos.
The following is a Race Day Las Vegas presentation in association with Siraco Productions Limited on the Race Day Las Vegas Radio Network.
Live from the gaming capital of the world, time for Race Day Las Vegas, covering the sport of kings with a Las Vegas perspective. Now to the race desk with your host, Ralph Siraco.
From the backstretch to the turf club, at the race books and on the internet, to all horse players around the world, a good morning. All righty, and a gobble, 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 gobble to you folks. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Welcome to the Race Day Las Vegas radio and television program on this Thanksgiving morning, 2025. We welcome you to the show. We come to you from the gaming capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, right here at the South Point Studios at the South Point Hotel Casino Complex in Las Vegas on Las Vegas Boulevard, and, of course, on Sports Talk 1400 AM 107.1 FM in Las Vegas on your radio dial, and of course on the South Point streaming network at YouTube. We got you all covered there. So good morning, welcome to the show. We welcome all of you listening on many different platforms, including the apps that you have for your devices or your podcasting, however, wherever, whenever. Welcome to the Race Day Show on this Thanksgiving. Right at the top, just want to wish everybody right out there right now from everybody here at the Race Day Show, a very happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. Be careful out there. Enjoy the day with the loved ones that you have. And, of course, a little bit of football as well. And racing, because we're going to get started with the racing side of it here on this Thanksgiving Day. But happy Thanksgiving, all of you. And don't forget to keep a very thankful thought about all of the troops out there all over the world that are defending our country so we can have a Thanksgiving dinner today. All right. We welcome you to the show. And, of course, we have Jonathan Ardoon standing by, Rich Ingleby along with us, and, of course, Jerry Jackwitz. I believe he's going to even stop by and say hi or two. And, of course, throughout the weekend here, we have our man from Southern California, John Lindo, here in studio. John, happy Thanksgiving. Good morning.
Happy Thanksgiving, Ralph. Happy Thanksgiving to our listeners and our viewers. And always fun to get together, right? We're family, so it's good to be together.
No question about that. That is absolutely for sure. And it's going to be a special Thanksgiving here for you. I guess you're going to have a Thanksgiving here in Las Vegas, buddy.
Yeah, the family's here. My sister comes in today. The wife is here. My son came in last night, so we're all getting together here. And then, I think Nella will attack the shopping tomorrow.
Ooh.
So again, watch out if you see this car blitzing through the parking lot.
I heard some places are going to be open later on today on Thanksgiving Day, too.
Don't tell her. Don't give me a break. Don't tell her.
I won't tell her. In any case, the weather out here this morning is a little crisp out there, 47 degrees, clear and sunny and beautiful. We're going to get up to just a degree or two under 70. We're going to get up between 68 and 70 degrees, always fast, firm, and perfect in the book. And, of course, that's where we'll be because the Thanksgiving Day racing is starting early this morning. And today, by the way, is the first day of Gulfstream Park's championship meet. Their championship meet starts today, and it's unusual that it starts on Thanksgiving Day. The last couple of years last year they started on Thanksgiving Day as well, but the championship meet starts today at Gulfstream Park. And, of course, the fairgrounds, which always opened on Thanksgiving, of course, did not this year. They opened up a little bit earlier, but they have a traditional Thanksgiving Day program. And, of course, the big one, Churchill Downs, a big day on Thanksgiving Day there at Churchill Downs, their Thanksgiving Day program as well. 5 racetracks are running today. Those are the 3 big ones. And we're just thankful for the fact that we got some racing out there today, that's for sure. But, of course, as we move through today and get finished with the dessert and all that stuff and take that long nap that we're going to have later on in the day, right after the football games, get an early start tomorrow because tomorrow is the 3-day of nothing but great stakes races around the country. We'll have 27 stakes races overall before Sunday sets. Of course, some of them this afternoon. Actually, we'll have 4 of the 27 today on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, but then it really kicks in tomorrow and Saturday, and we'll be with you all weekend long. As far as what happened yesterday at Churchill Downs, Jonathan Ardoon gave us some stuffing money.
Nothing like a $9 winner to get the week going.
Yeah,
nice going, John.
$9.02 in the 7th race, outrageously won with a solid effort by Jamie Torres, beating out and punishing a 1-2 favorite in the race. How about that? Of course, $9.02 for that win there. Eric and Steve Asmussen, father and son, got a couple of winners yesterday at Churchill. They won the 6th race, paying $15.54. Came back in the 9th race and paid $17.12 for that team of father and son there at Churchill. And the carryover in the Churchill Downs Pick 6 jackpot continues to mount. Today, going into today, John, over $373,000. It paid $118,096.78 yesterday, but there was more than one ticket winner.
Wow!
So that $373,000, and it'll be mounting. And you know what happens on Sunday if it don't get hit today, tomorrow, or Saturday?
Yeah, it's a handicapping contest on Sunday with a 20-cent minimum. So
it certainly is. Can't remember the last time we can tell people out there we had a winner at Finger Lakes, but we did. Rich Eng searched out a winner at Finger Lakes for us, and Sanzio wins the 3rd race at Finger Lakes. Bet down from 5 to 2, paid $5.08. So we want to congratulate Richie for that winner as well. And John, I got to tell you, that Jean Lafitte at Delta Downs. Hector Barrios made it out to ride Wayne's Law in the race. Got a wide trip, I thought, that cost him second money, but I don't think he was going to beat the winner, Oscar's Hope, which was a big, huge favorite in the race, and won as such. Just bottomed out this field under Vincent Del Cid and paid $2.60 for the win for Tom Amos. But the second-place finisher, big long shot, and Randy Monim, and finishing third was Wayne's Law. But I thought Wayne's Law, the wide trip probably cost him second.
Yeah, it's a little difficult when you get those smaller, the tight turns, and when you get parked wide out there, it's tough. Probably second best. He wasn't going to beat the 1-5 shot, but we took a shot anyways.
Yes, and Barrios had a long ride home, I guess, too.
I hope he got back in time. He's going to be busy this weekend. He's got he rides for Chad Brown this weekend, first time. So
oh, wow.
That'll be good.
Here in
in
L.A.
One of the stakes races at Del Mar this weekend. He's riding for Chad Brown.
Well, the Kentucky Derby Future Book Pool opens today at 9 o'clock Pacific time, and I guess, whatever the morning line is doesn't matter, John, because it's a pari-mutuel pool, so we got to wait until Sunday when it closes to find out the exact closing odds of what you bet in the future book. So I guess there's really no rush into doing it today.
No rush this early to do a Kentucky Derby bet in May. I've got plenty of time for that. So that's I'll watch and just see what happens there.
A couple of things that hit the police blotter again. Rudy Rodriguez now is in the crosshairs of HISA. They say he violated rule number 2215, any form of cruelty to an animal. They say 15 horses have been under this rule that was abused by Rodriguez, and 3 passed away. They were euthanized, 1 in a race in July, so this goes back a long way. And now he's put under a notice of a possible suspension. But this has got to be, I'm not buying it.
He doesn't have a reputation for being cruel to animals, and Rudy gets on his own horses, so he's a horseman. He deals with a lot of cheaper claimers.
Yes,
and horses get hurt. Maybe he just ran through a bad stretch here. I don't know, so it's not. I can't say what's going on back there, but my initial impression was, this is not the kind of guy I would think would show up on the police blotter.
And we'll check in with Jonathan Hardoon when we get him on, too, because he, following the horsemen on the East Coast where Rudy is at, he'll give us a little thought about that. But I want to know one thing. All this cruelty. Where were the HISA vets during all this period of time? We have HISA vets out there. Where were they? What you got to wait in 15 horses and all of this other stuff for this long a period?
They were all okay to race.
Yes.
Right? Things happen. I mean, and again, it's really easy to be a Monday morning quarterback. Yeah. So, I'll wait to see how this thing goes along. I saw the notice come out, and I'm just shaking my head because you got to prove it to me. So.
And like I said, when they prove it, if they prove it,
fine.
If they prove it, I want to know where the HISA vets were all these times on the backstretch when they're supposed to be looking out for this stuff.
They were getting ready to go to the Breeders' Cup.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Los Alamitos also had 3 horses that were euthanized during the trials night the other night at Los Alamitos, and now the California Horse Racing Board is all over them, demanding stricter safety protocols. But I think that they have to start understanding that these things happen in cycles. It happens in any sport that you have, human or animal, any sport that you have. When these athletes extend themselves to the point of being great champions and great sports, competitors, these things are going to happen.
Well, those were all part of the Los Alamitos 2 million futurity trials.
Futurity trials,
so
yes.
Time is important. You've got to be amongst 12 races. You had to be amongst the 10 fastest qualifiers. 10, yeah. So they're going all out. Yeah. And unfortunately, there were some injuries that night. I like having my horses train over that surface. I think it's a terrific surface.
Yeah.
They get over it well. And I know Doc Allred, who owns the racetrack, will do everything he can to keep things as safe as possible. Like you say, sometimes things happen, so we'll see where it goes. But now they're under the crosshairs of the California Horse Racing Board. Right.
So we'll wait and see about that. I am not real familiar with, but I have known trainer Norm McKnight and his reputation as far as a trainer. He's winding down his career. He won over 1,000 races as a harness driver before he went to
I didn't know that.
thoroughbreds. Yeah. He went to thoroughbreds when there was a horrendous fire that wiped out his horses and harness, and then he went over to thoroughbreds. And he's won now over 1,000 races as a trainer as well on thoroughbreds. He did that earlier this year at Woodbine. He was the leading trainer at Woodbine 2017, 18, and 19, and set the meet record of 128 wins in 2018. He's going to retire at the end of the Woodbine meeting, which is on December 14th.
Yeah, he had a lot of horses going back and forth between Florida in the wintertime up to Woodbine in Canada. You saw him a little bit at Canterbury in Minnesota, too.
Good trainer.
He is.
And, of course, Zia Park, they had all those big races over the last Monday and Tuesday, and I guess Ramon Vasquez won 3 of those stakes races out of 4 overall at Zia.
He's had a lot of success on those big stakes days down at Zia Park. He's had a lot of winners down in New Mexico, ridden for Steve Asmussen down there, which always helps. Yeah. And he's kind of been all over the nation. He was in California for a while, Arkansas. Yeah. He's been all over the place.
Yeah, good stuff. All right. Anyhow, when we talk about the racing that's happening today, of course, only 5 tracks, etc. But we have a couple of nice stakes races we're going to be talking about at Churchill Downs with Jonathan. But tomorrow, when they have the Stars of the Future out at Churchill.
Oh, that's Saturday.
I'm sorry, that's right.
I know. I'm a day off myself, yes.
On Saturday, when they have the Stars of the Future at Churchill Downs, there's 12 races at Churchill Downs. All of them will be 2-year-olds in all those races, and they're full fields as well. But Sherry DeVoe, I didn't know this, has 45 2-year-olds that she's in training with. Sherry DeVoe, 45 of them. And I guess 9 of that at 45 are ready to go on Saturday in those races for 2-year-olds. Is that amazing?
Well, I know she's got a lot of horses now for that CRK stable. Lee Searing from California. Pete Urton trains for him as well.
Yeah.
So she's got some for them. And her husband, Mr. Ngordo, he's a guy that is tied in with the Bloodstock Agency. So he's got a lot of ties to the business for getting young horses.
I mean, 45.
And she does a good job.
That's enough to run a race meet, for goodness sakes.
Send her past to California. We could use the help.
Send some out to California, I guess, to take on Bob Baffert, maybe. All right. Enough of all of this news. Time to get started with trying to get you some winners on this Thanksgiving Day off of the nice couple of winners we got yesterday from our handicappers. So we will have Jonathan Ardoon join us right after the break. And, of course, Rich Ang, it's football. There's 3 football games on today. So Richie's going to give us a thought about an NFL game as well. John will have a pick for us. And Jerry J., never know what he's going to come up with. But anyhow, he'll be on our show as well. So we're going to take our first Thanksgiving Day show break. And when we come back, more turkey talk. Don't go away.
South Point Casino has plenty of attractions for the whole family. Catch a movie. Our 16-screen movie theater includes 2 XD Extreme screens for the ultimate in viewing, sound, and luxury. After the show, treat the family to a variety of treats at our old-fashioned ice cream parlor, Kate's Corner. We scoop up a variety of creamy concoctions, including smoothies, hand-dipped cones, milkshakes, malts, sodas, and sundaes. At Kate's, there's something for everyone. And if you've still got time to spare, our bowling center might be right up your alley. Voted Best of Las Vegas, it's a great place for friends and family fun. 64 lanes, a pro shop, snack bar, and arcade. And while the kids are bowling, you can play slots and sip on a drink in the Alley Cat Lounge while overlooking the lanes. For our more serious and professional bowlers, the South Point is also home to a separate tournament bowling plaza.
The best of quarter horse racing is always at Los Alamitos. The nation's top juveniles face off in trials for our richest race. The Los Alamitos 2 million on Sunday, November 23rd. Golden State Million winner Enforce and Ed Burke Million winner Jess I'm Worth It are among the great stars in action. Then on Sunday, November 30th, super sophomores will race in the Southern California Derby Trials with shaking going on at astronomical 1, 2, 3 set to race. It's a November of thrills at Los Alamitos.
All right, back on the Race Day Las Vegas Thanksgiving Day Race Day program. And all I got to say is around the country, it looks pretty darn good, except for in great Northwest with Washington and Oregon. There's some action going on there. But outside of that, it looks pretty good. Southern Florida, I should say. In Florida, they had some rain sprinkling and some rain overnight. So Gulfstream Park, that starts its championship meeting today, will not race the first and the fifth races on the turf. They had 3 races scheduled for the turf. The first and the fifth are off. The feature, however, which is the 8th and final race on the card, the Way to Wild Stakes, will be still contested at 7.5 furlongs on the turf at the moment, okay? Now, talking about temperatures around the country, well, let's see. New York City, where they're having that Macy's parade today, 46 degrees. Partly cloudy with a little sun going on there. Miami will have still some scattered showers going on down there. 81 degrees, so it's going to get up to today. Phoenix, Arizona, 76. Southern California, 79. Nice and 79 degrees out there today, John. And, of course, we'll get up to 69. And, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Brownsville, Texas is the hottest spot in the country at 81 degrees today. Would you love to be there like in the middle of the summertime if it's 81 today?
No, there's a reason I live near Del Mar,
Wow.
and that's one of the reasons, yes.
I could tell you that. Yeah, we get hot here, but at least we've got the race book is always fast and firm. But wow, always warm there in Brownsville, Texas. Okay, here we go. Here's the menu of 5 racetracks running on this Thanksgiving Day 2025. First post times are Pacific, and they're early too. Remember that. Earlier post times today, so pay attention. And if you're not in the Pacific time zone, adjust to it so you don't miss anything like I miss Mom and Dad, okay? Here we go. Again, Gulfstream Park starts it out. Opening day of the championship meeting. You have 8 races today at Gulfstream. First post time at Gulfstream Park today is at 8:15. 15 minutes after the show is over, first race will start. 8:15. Race 1, race 5 off the turf. The 8th race is the featured Way to Wild Stakes at 7.5 furlongs on the turf for 2-year-old fillies. And a field of 11 before scratches. The favorite in the race at 5-2 is Spirit Doll with Edgar Zayas aboard. First post time, 8:15 at Gulfstream. And with the new championship meeting starting, of course, they'll start out their Pick 6 jackpot today. Laurel Park, 9 races today at Laurel. They have a Pick 6 jackpot carryover of $5,567. Their first post time for their 9 races today at Laurel is at 8:25. 8:25 at Laurel. Now we go to Churchill Downs. Churchill Downs, huge Pick 6 jackpot carryover today stands at $373,345. Even with that $118,000 payoff yesterday, $373,345. It will be a mandatory payoff on Sunday if it goes to Sunday, but that's the carryover today for the jackpot at Churchill Downs. 12 races, a couple of stakes races. They come back to back. The 10th race is the $400,000 Grade 3 Falls City at 1 mile and 1/8 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up in a field of 10 before scratches in that one. A good race. We'll get into that in a moment. Regaled is the 5-2 favorite in that one, and the 11th race is the Cardinal at 1 mile and 1/8 on the turf for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. That has a field of 14 before the scratches. There will be some, obviously. And the morning line favorite there is Pinup Betty at 5-2. Luis Saez aboard there. 12 races today at Churchill. First post time, 8:30 in the morning, 8:30, a half an hour after we get off the air Pacific time, with that big jackpot carryover. Fairgrounds, Nolans has 10 races today. The feature is appropriately named. It's the Thanksgiving Classic at 6 furlongs for 3-year-olds and up. 9th of the 10 races on the card. 9 go to the post before scratches. Good wide open race. The morning line favorite is 3-1. That is Cormorabino Omaid. Cormorabino Ide with Paco Lopez aboard. I'll just say the 5 horse is the favorite there in the 9th. 10 races today at the fairgrounds. First post time is at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. first post there. And then Woodbine, north of the border, they'll have 8 races today with the first post time of 2:30 at Woodbine. And that is the Thanksgiving Day menu for you today. Let's go out to Jonathan Hardoon standing by. Jonathan, happy Thanksgiving, my man.
Thanks, Ralph. Happy Thanksgiving to you and to John and to everyone listening and watching.
Well, nice winner yesterday. You spanked that 1-2 shot in that race too, buddy.
Yeah, that makes it that much better. When you beat a short price, big chalk, even though whatever, $9, it's like having probably a better winner than a $9 horse, especially if you're playing horizontals.
Well, I would think when you get down to 1-2 odds on one horse, a 9-2 shot, it looks like about a 5 or 7-1 shot, right?
And it plays bigger than that when you do the rolling bets and everything else too.
Horizontal bets, right?
Yeah. Well, we got a couple of nice stakes races today at Churchill for the Thanksgiving Day, and of course a big carryover in that Pick 6 jackpot. We're going to go over the 2 stakes races with you guys. The first one will be the 10th race, the $400,000 Falls City at a mile and 1/8 for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up. And I will check to see if we have any of the early scratches there yet. Yeah, we got Churchill. Churchill has some scratch. They put up their scratch.
The 5 is scratched. The 5 is scratched in that race.
Okay. In the 10th race, we have the 5 and the 8 are scratched now. Number 5, Quiet Side. Number 5, Quiet Side is out, and number 10. The 5 and the 8. The 8. The 5 and the 8, Standout Sensation. So we got the 5. Well, I'm reading it off of here. So the 5 out, Quiet Side, and the 8, Standing Sensation, leaves a field of 8. And the 10 horse, Geld, is still there at 5-2 as the favorite on the morning line. How do you see it, Jonathan?
I like Alpine Princess, the 4 in there. Comes from the Brad Cox barn. She's coming off of a freshening since September, but she's trained well for her return. Irad Ortiz is aboard to ride. He rode her last time. She has a win at Churchill. She's only 2 starts at the distance with 2 seconds. Today she gets the win. I like number 4, Alpine Princess.
All right, John, how do you see it?
Well, the Alpine Princess chased home Royal Spa last time, and I think it might be just a repeat of that because I think they're the 2 speed horses in the race, and unless somebody runs with Royal Spa early, she could get real brave again. I thought she was pretty handy last time, and so I can't pick against the favorite here. I think Royal Spa is the one to beat. I would expect Alpine Princess maybe to go after her a little bit earlier this time, and don't wait for the stretch. Try and hook her on the turn and wear her down.
Maybe you got a nice little exacta box there with Alpine Princess and Royal Spa in that race. And but neither one of you took a notion for the 5-2 favorite, nor a horse that Flavian Pratt is riding in the race, Raging Sea.
I think she's she's kind of gone over the top to me, and she's got no speed. And the way the race comes up without a ton of pace, I think she's a good filly to try and beat today.
Jonathan?
Yeah, I agree with John. She's 5 years old now, and I think, her better days are behind her. She's certainly not the same horse she used to be. She is 1-for-1 at Churchill, 5-for-11 at the distance, but that was a different Raging Sea than the Raging Sea you're going to see today.
Okay, the 11th race is the second of the 2 stakes races today at Churchill, the Cardinal, at a mile and 1/8 on the turf for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up, and I guess they're still staying on the turf there, but we do have 3 scratches in the race. Scratch the 6, She's Looking Lucky, the 7, Weighted Average, and the 14, Tap the Champagne, all of them double-digit odds on the morning line. So scratch 6, 7, and 14. That'll leave 11 going in this race, yet to go. And the morning line favorite, Pinup Betty, is 5-2. How do you see it, Jonathan?
It's a wide open event, Ralph. You can make a case for a lot of horses, whoever the favorite is, and it probably will be Pinup Betty. I would try to beat. I like a price horse in here, Ralph. Number 4, Awesome Check, a 4-year-old filly from the Horatio de Paz barn. Ricardo Santana ships in with the horse. This horse was last seen at Aqueduct. She ran very well last time out when winning the Ticonderoga. I know it was against New York breds, but I'm telling you, Ralph, this horse is on the improve. 15-1 is just a crazy price. I like the 4 to possibly upset.
Okay, nice 15-1 with Santana, who's riding riding well right now there at Churchill, really all over the place. But John,
he's been at Aqueduct the whole time,
Right,
but
yeah.
now he's shipping in today. There is no Aqueduct, so
Sure.
he's spending Thanksgiving in Kentucky.
all right, so he's going to have a little Kentucky turkey there after the races. But how do you see it, John?
Well, after they rebuilt that turf course at Churchill Downs, I thought it became a real horses for courses kind of grass course. Either you liked it or you don't. And Pinup Betty, she's 4 for 6 there. She loves that course. And she ran well at Keeneland last time in the Grade 1 in the First Lady. It got beat less than a length. Back on her favorite course. She likes a 1.8 miles. To me, she is absolutely the one to beat. If you're looking for a long shot, maybe number 5, Stylish Sue. I don't see much speed in here, and I think she's going to make an easy lead. You leave her alone long enough, she could get brave in here. She's dangerous at a price, but I think, all things being equal, Pinup Betty's going to be tough.
Okay. Very interesting race, that's for sure. And again, you guys don't talk about a horse that Flavien Prat is riding, Fleetingly, which is 12-1 on the morning line. And you know how dangerous Prat is, Jonathan.
Well, when Pratt's on, you're not going to get 12-1, so you'll probably get half of that price. And obviously, the horse has a chance, and Pratt always dangerous, but I'm looking to beat her today.
Well, maybe a good underneath horse may be exact and trifectas, John.
Yeah, she's getting test of her class today. She won a first level allowance race last time. Now it's a graded stake. So that's the key. She's consistent. She does like the Churchill turf. And the connections are good, so I can't fault you for taking a roll there.
And the rider's okay.
Yeah, he's been all right. He'll be all right. That guy's going to make it.
Yeah, so maybe a good long shot there to put underneath these horses. So you, Jonathan, you like the 4 Awesome Check, and John, you are going with the Pinup Betty.
Yes.
Okay. That takes care of the 2 stakes races today at Churchill. But, Jonathan, I know that you have some selections for us off of that nice winner yesterday. So we're going to complete. We got the stuffing paid for now. How about giving us some turkey money?
All right, so let's look at the 4th race at Churchill, which is a mile on the main track. And I like the number 3 horse in here, Flash Ware. This is a 3-year-old filly from the Tommy Vance barn. Rider switch today to Brian Hernandez. She's listed at 9-2 on the morning line. She stretches out to a mile where she's 3 for 4 at the distance. She's also has 2 wins at Churchill. I like the rider switch. I like the 9-2. Number 3, Flash Ware, wins today's 4th race out of Churchill Downs.
All right, the 4th race today at Churchill. Remember, early post time, 8:30. So that race will probably go right around 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. 4th race, the 3, Flash Ware, is Jonathan's official pick on the Race Day show. That's for Churchill. But, Jonathan, championship meeting starts today at Gulfstream. What do you say, buddy?
Yeah, we'll be doing Churchill every day for their championship meet. And we're going to look at the 5th
Well, hold on a
race
second.
today.
You're going to do Gulfstream every day for championship meet, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I said.
No, I think you said Churchill, but that's okay.
Oh, I did? Could be. I'm still half asleep.
Yeah.
Anyway, 5th race today at Gulfstream, which is now 5 furlongs on Tapeta because the 1st and 5th are off the grass. I still like the number 1 horse in here, Etrurian, a 4-year-old filly from the Joe Orsino barn. Miguel Vasquez aboard to ride. She's listed at 9-2 on the morning line. I think she's going to show more speed today, and I like number 1, Etrurian, to upset and win today's 5th race out at Gulfstream Park.
And by the way, just the small correction, you're going to be doing Churchill till the end of their meet as well.
Right, it's
Right.
two
Yeah.
more days. There we
That's
go.
right. It's only 2 more days to go.
So,
In any case, got to ask you now, when they take races off the turf at Gulfstream Park, do they automatically put them all on the synthetic track,
Yeah.
or is it an
Yes.
objective thing? Yes. Okay.
yes, they automatically go to Tapeta. That's the problem with Tapeta. They sold everybody the wrong bill of goods. They said, well, we're going to use it for races that come off the grass. Now they're riding more Tapeta races every day than turf races. So hopefully they don't do the same thing at Belmont, because in the new Belmont, one of the courses are going to be a Tapeta course.
Yeah.
So, let's see what happens.
Do you think when they write, are you talking about the actual condition book that has more Tapeta offerings?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, today they start off the day with like 4 or 5 Tapeta races out of the 8 races they have. So
Okay, because I could see them writing extras for Tapeta if the weather conditions say that it's going to be raining in a couple of days, but not from the condition book that's 2 weeks out.
John Arduin's right. They write an awful lot of Tapeta races there, and To me, it's the same 5.5 or 5. I kind of get tired of them after a while. So I'll tell you one thing, though. The guy the trainer that John picked his horse, Joe Rossino, he lives with winners on that Tapeta track at Gulfstream, and another name to keep on. I watch out for J.K. Sweezy when he comes back down there. He makes a living on the Tapeta as well. All right, so Ken Sweezy you got to watch as well as this guy here. And Jonathan, we have his horse in the 5th race, the one, Uturian. The one in the 5th race is your play at Gulfstream today, Jonathan. And you have a full sheet of handicapping both at Churchill and Gulfstream. And
JONHRDOON.com.
All right, I want to wish you, your family, and Debbie, of course, a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy yourself. And go ahead and overeat. It's okay.
Yeah, always do. Everyone's always complaining Friday morning. I ate too much. Yeah. I ate too much. By the way, Ralph, back to Rudy Rodriguez.
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I know this guy. First of all, he started off as an exercise rider for Dutro many years ago. And Dutro gave him a shot. He rode some horses for him. Then he went out on his own. This guy would not, in no possible way, can I possibly believe that he would abuse a horse in any way. The guy loves, lives, sleeps horses 24/7. It's just a ridiculous claim. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it, and I never will believe it. And that's all I have to say.
I heard something somewhere where they said a lot of these horses that they're accusing of doing this to were horses that were claimed and were in other barns when they made the accusation.
I wouldn't be surprised, would you?
No.
I mean,
no, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a mess, and it's amazing. Certain guys, I'm not mentioning names, have horses that die. No one says a word. They go after certain people all the time. If you make their list, the S list or the happy list, whatever it is, and they have it in for you, you're doomed.
Well, I can say this. We'll follow the story along. The one thing that I'm just thankful for on this day of being thankful for a lot of things, but a small thankful that they didn't suspend him immediately and say disband your.
Smarter because they keep screwing up with that nonsense.
Yeah.
But yes,
so they didn't suspend him immediately. He's like on trial or whatever. I don't even know. He's in the zone there. He's just floating along. But you're right. We'll keep an eye on that, though. Thanks a lot, Jonathan. And again, happy Thanksgiving. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Stay safe and be well. We'll chat tomorrow.
All right. When we come back, we got Rich Eng standing by. He's going to give us a pick off of that winner from Finger Lakes yesterday and also take a look at the Thursday football action today. Don't go away.
Thank you, buddy.
There are many families that need your help. I'm Mark Wahlberg, and I'm asking you to support the Tunnel to Towers Foundation in their efforts to deliver mortgage-free homes to catastrophically injured service members, Gold Star, and fallen first responders families with young children, as well as eradicating homelessness amongst our veterans. Everybody knows where the money's going, every single dollar. God bless you. Please contribute $11 a month to support their efforts by visiting t2t.org.
Are you ready to lock in your bets and cash in on the games this weekend? Get weekly football winners from Alex White, Chris Andrews, and Vinny Malulo.
I did take the dog 3.5.
I'm going to stay with the culture. That's definitely going to be one of my plays.
If the Bears have turned the corner, they have to take care of business in this game.
Yes.
Tune in for behind-the-book perspectives you won't find anywhere else.
Well, if you're looking to bet the under, you're going to get a better number.
The wise guys are certainly not going to play the favorites.
I know if it hits 7, don't blink. Maybe that's what bettors are waiting for.
Every NFL matchup, every college game that matters, the spreads, the stats, and the smart money plays.
Is there a way to bet against both teams?
Get your winning edge with Football Frenzy, streaming on YouTube every Friday at noon Pacific.
All right, back on Thanksgiving Day, Race Day Show. Time to go out to Rich Eng standing by. Richie, good morning and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Hey, good morning, Ralph, John, viewers and listeners. And happy Thanksgiving to all you folks out there.
All right. All I can say is that that's the first horse I think we ever gave out on the Race Day Show from Finger Lakes and got a winner out of that. So that was kind of nice. That's for sure. And we got plenty of action both under the hood and as far as the pigskin and the horsehide today. So let's get started with the NFL first. What do you look at in the 3 games we got on tap for today?
Well, I'll just focus on one of the games for now. My official pick is going to be the middle game, 307, 308 on the rotation. Kansas City Chiefs at the Dallas Cowboys. That's a 1:30 Pacific time kickoff. But I couldn't really figure out the side, but I feel pretty good about the total. My bet, I already have this in my pocket, is total under 52.5. Couple of reasons for that, Ralph, is the fact that Kansas City, while they've tried to expand the offense and become more of a big play offense that they've been in the past with Patrick Mahomes, it has not panned out. So they pretty much resorted back to their dink and dunk, Travis Kelce, 8-yard passes, that kind of thing. And so their ball possession. Dallas has been really, really explosive with CeeDee Lamb and Pickens as the wide receivers, but the Kansas City defense has been fantastic and has really sparked the last couple of wins. And so I really think this game is going to go under, meaning longer drives, more time consuming, more running of the football. Let's go with the Chiefs Cowboys under 52.5.
All right, the Cowboys and Kansas City. No real opinion on who's going to win the game, but you just think it's going to be a grinder, and you're going to take the total under 52.5. That's a lot. Isn't that like 8 touchdowns to get it over, right?
That's a lot down there. And I think the money was moving. The Cowboys are kind of, I think Kansas City was 3.5. Now they're 3.
Yeah.
So a little bit of money on the Cowboys. They like the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, you think, and them and the Detroit Lions,
right? Yeah, traditions, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we got under that. We're going to just watch a good whole slobber knocking, as Madden would say, slobber knocking game there under 52.5. All right, Richie, what about a pick? Where are we going today, I wonder?
I got a quick story I got to tell you about Finger Lakes. When I was working in New York at Naira, there was a jockey named Jacinto Vasquez who had a real wry sense of humor. And I remember I had to go down to get some quotes after a race. And Vasquez rode a horse that lost, but I heard him talking to the trainer, and the trainer said something about, what happened out there? And Vasquez says, the horse wants to run farther. And the trainer looked at him real quizzically, and Vasquez says, farther, all the way to Finger Lakes. Because we were at Aqueduct at the time, It was just a great line.
It's great. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, sometimes if you worked on a publicity staff, as you and I have in the past at racetracks, and you're they tell you to go down there and get the quotes from the jockeys after certain races, certainly the stakes races for sure. You get some really, really some interesting quotes from the jockeys sometimes that you can't put in print.
That was a Hall of Fame comment. Anyway, let's go to a horse. Let's go for another winner. Race 11 at Churchill is the Cardinal, and I add a little more fuel to the fire. I like the number 11 horse, Proctor Street, Tyler Gaffalione riding for Brendan Walsh. This is a wide open race, and I think this horse is going to be closing well over a track that they know real well. 11, Proctor Street, turf only, race 11.
All right, the 11th race at Churchill, the Cardinal. You like the 11? In the 11th, Proctor Street. 6-1 on the morning line with Tyler Gaffalione. You like the 11 in the 11th race at Churchill. And that's your pick for today. And, Richie, all I got to say is we want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. And I know I'm thankful for all of you guys and all of the people out there watching and listening, that's for sure. And we want to pass along a happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Yeah, thank you, Ralph. I just want to make a quick comment because this is the first Thanksgiving in 40 years without my wife, Sandy. And if I could just make a suggestion to you and all the listeners out there at Thanksgiving, the gathering of family and friends, give everybody a hug and don't be afraid to tell all these people close to you that you love them, because
absolutely,
it's it's a great occasion to celebrate.
Yeah, and time is always something that you can't have any more of, and you should value it as well. Thanks a lot, Richie. We appreciate that.
Hey, thanks, guys. Go look, everyone.
All right, you got it, my man.
That was the best tout of the day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Can't lose on that one.
Yeah. I like hugs anyhow, I like the hug. I like to hug people. Okay, we're going to come right back with John, and maybe Jerry will stop by, but John's still got to give us his pick on the day as we move forward on this Thanksgiving Day. Thanking you very much. So here's a video hug to you all out there. We'll be right back. Yeah, I know
South Point is also proud to provide a variety of relaxing amenities for the guests who want to be pampered. Soak up the sun and let your stress melt away in our lagoon-style Paradise swimming pool. A relaxing getaway where you can bask in the desert sun and enjoy seasonal food and bar service poolside. And if you really want to escape, come to Spa Costa del Sur. From couple suites to a co-ed wet area, our spa caters to business and leisure travelers who want to unwind and elevate their senses. A visit to one of our spa's steam, sauna, or whirlpool treatment rooms will leave any guest feeling like they can take on the world.
The best of quarter horse racing is always at Los Alamitos. The nation's top juveniles face off in trials for our richest race. The Los Alamitos 2 Million on Sunday, November 23rd. Golden State Million winner in force and Ed Burke Million winner Jess I'm Worth It are among the great stars in action. Then on Sunday, November 30th, super sophomores will race in the Southern California Derby Trials with shaking going on at astronomical 1, 2, 3 set to race. It's a November of thrills at Los Alamitos.
The Race Day Las Vegas Show, the only exclusive daily local media racing information source in Las Vegas.
All right, back on Race Day Las Vegas for this Thanksgiving Day, and again, we really want to thank all of you out there for spending some of your time on this Thanksgiving with us, as you do most of the days. It's really appreciated, and I got to tell you, the chatters are already they're immediately giving Richie hugs and all that, and Thanksgiving greetings and all that. So happy Thanksgiving to all of those chatters out there that are chatting away to us, that's for sure. All right, John, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty at Churchill Downs. So what's that jockey trainer standings look like?
Well, we've got 4 days left in the meet. Arad Ortiz is still your leading jockey. He's got 34 wins so far. His brother is chasing. Jose's got 30. Luis Saez picked up a win yesterday, so he's got 25. Those are your leaders. As far as the trainers go, Brad Cox has got 14 wins. Joe Sharp is right behind with 10. Then you have Brendan Walsh, Steve Asmussen, and Brian Lynch. They've all got 9 wins. And for you, Ralph, winning favorites right around 37%, so it's kind of dropped a little bit toward the mean.
Okay, we're getting into that now. And so between Brothers Ortiz, 64 wins at the meet.
Not bad.
That short Churchill.
And Irad wasn't there the whole time. He was out for the Breeders' Cup, and both those guys were out.
Yeah, they were both out at the Breeders' Cup.
Pretty good.
They're doing well over there. So they're taking care of business at Churchill, and Pratt's taking care of business in New York. So, all right. Well, John, we got your opinions on the two stakes races. I want to remind everybody out there too that John has a Linda report today for the last pick 5, the pick 5 races, the late pick 5. Out of Churchill. That Linda report is available right now here at the South Point, free of charge, complimentary, because they love horse players, and the complete Linda report is here. Only here in the entire gaming capital of the world. The only place you can get is right here at the South Point. So I give them high fives for that. Love horse players and the Linda report. But now we'll get your official pick.
I'm going to go down to the 12th and final at Churchill Downs. In that 12th race, number 6, Pursuit Never Sleeps. I thought he ran well at Keeneland last time against a really good field of allowance horses. I don't think this field is as tough. It cuts back a little bit to 6 furlongs. I think that'll help, and Arad Ortiz sticks with him. Look for a stalking trip here. He's 3-1 on the program, and I think this horse has got some ability. So Pursuit Never Sleeps, number 6, race 12, Churchill Downs.
All right, we're going to wind up the day just before we sit down for a little turkey in the 12th and final race with the winner, number 6, Pursuit Never Sleeps. The 6 in the 12th and final race today at Churchill Downs, John's pick. Don't forget, he's got the last 5, though, in the Linda report right now here at the South Point. And by the way, what's the schedule for the Lindo Report for the rest of the weekend?
We'll do those late pick fives with all those stakes races at Churchill on Friday and Saturday, and obviously Del Mar gets back to racing for closing weekend on Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Del Mar.
Okay, so Churchill ends on Sunday, and so does Del Mar. They wrap up.
Yeah, they both close on. But with the family stuff, I'm just going to do Del Mar on Sunday.
Right.
Just time constraints.
Absolutely. Yeah. And of course, then we go to Southern California for a quick meet at Los Alamitos. And after Churchill is over on Sunday, they'll roll into Turfway Park for the winter meet there. All right, now let's go to Jerry Jackowitz standing by out there. Jerry, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Ralph and John, and everybody out there. Happy Thanksgiving. Of course, it's a great American day, and we're all going to have a little turkey, I guess.
A little turkey? Everybody's going to overeat. The most unpopular piece of any furniture or any piece of equipment in anybody's household tomorrow is going to be the scale. Nobody's going to want to step on that thing. But in any case,
forget about it.
I know that you were amongst the sea of people doing some transit yesterday. We are glad to see that you got to your destination okay. And of course, with no aqueduct today, you have a few Thanksgiving Day words of wisdom.
Well, I don't think that words of wisdom aren't exactly my thing, but except when it comes to betting horses. And what I would tell people is what I try and always tell them, and why I make page is to try and find value. Don't get stuck betting favorites. Keep looking for horses some good on after they win and make up for some losses.
Jerry, let me ask you.
I make the power page. Yeah.
Go ahead. No. Complete
Sure.
your thought. Yeah, complete your thought.
Well, I was going to say I make the power page. I don't have a like John does where he's giving his selections. I don't do that. I rate the horse and I give my handicapping ideas through stars and V's and things like that. And hopefully the people out there are doing, who use my product, they're doing their own handicapping and they're augmenting it with my information. Mm-hmm. So I'm about trying to help people find value, because I think that at the very last moment, you have usually 2 or 3 horses that are in your mix, and one of them is 2-1, and one of them is 7-2, and one of them is 5-1. And I'm hoping you can find reasons to bet the 7-2 or 5-1 shot, or not bet the race. Mm-hmm. Sort of pass on. If you're going to bet the 2-1 shot, if you believe he's really going to win, I really feel like the right thing to do is probably not bet. So
I know that you're
that's just my take.
I know you're a big proponent of betting the race and not the multiple race bets like pick 3s, pick 4s, pick 5s. But for the folks who do that, is there a time when you can accept a favorite in a race by looking at it and say, I want to get through this race and build on either side of it for this particular bet?
Right. Well, I'll give you this story, okay? I learned it from Richie Schwartz.
Okay.
Probably the greatest player of all time, at least that I've ever met.
Go ahead.
And he bet an even money shot in the 4th race for $20,000. But the way he bet the $20,000 is he bet it into a pick 6. Uh-huh. So he spread it out so much that he was getting leverage from the other races where he thought he had a fantastic chance for chaos. Mm-hmm. But in that one particular horse, he thought the horse was close to, he
right, exactly.
He put
Go
20,000 on it. So the answer was yes. There is a way to do it, but I mean, it's extraordinary. It's not typical.
Okay.
For $5 or $20, no, I don't think so.
All right, you got it. So we want to wrap up the show before we leave by wishing everybody out there a very happy Thanksgiving. And as Richie alluded to, if you have family, friends, or loved ones that you're sharing the day with, enjoy it, because you never know. And so just enjoy it and hug them and don't be afraid to tell them that you love them. That's for sure. So, and we love our fans out there for spending time with us here on the show today. So on behalf of John, Jonathan, Richie, Jerry, and of course everyone here, our staff here, Sean, and all of us here, we just want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving, and we will be back here tomorrow with you. Hopefully, God willing, creek don't rise. But Jerry's got one more thing to say, and you're going to say it, Jerry.
Have a great race day, everybody.
Gobble, gobble.